Inside, Oceanview, balcony. The battle is on.
Let's discuss the merits, the downfalls of each to crown a winner. Today on This Happy Place.
Hi friends, I'm Taylor.
And I'm Jake.
And as we said, today we are going to be discussing cruise room types. What does each one offer? Does cruise itinerary make the room choice change? We'll get into all of it today.
And we're going to stay pretty basic today because different cruise lines have different offerings. Extended balconies, suites, the Haven, the Yacht Club, the Retreat. There's a lot out there. We spend so little time in our room, if we're being honest, we're probably never going to splurge on those grander options.
This is just about the standard rooms, but we still have our preferences.
Let us know in the comments down below. Do you always book a certain type of room? Are we missing out by not booking a suite? And what are we missing out on? We want to hear from you.
But before we dive into room types, let's talk about room location. The best room location is going to depend on your priorities. Midship on lower decks is going to provide the best stability, especially for those with seasickness, and upper level decks are gonna offer the best views.
If you're looking for a quiet room, consider booking a room surrounded by other staterooms and not public areas. A lot of times we will book a guaranteed style stateroom, which is still interior, ocean view, balcony. It applies across the board. All it means is the cruise line gets to pick your specific room versus you getting to choose. Just know that if you go that route, it might be cheaper, but you may be right underneath the dance floor or right next to the theater. We've been under the theater. Loud. We've been next to the dance floor, the nightclub, even louder. We have been there, we have done that, and we've managed. You have to decide whether or not you want to take that risk.
For convenience, maybe consider booking near an elevator bay or a stairway, but know that this may mean there is more foot traffic noise.
Most cruisers prefer being midship for stability. Then again, those aft staterooms are going to offer some incredible views, but they tend to come with a little bit more engine vibration.
We have stayed in a lot of forward cabins, which are great. There's usually a lot less people. It's quieter, but they can sometimes come with more of that up and down movement, especially on rough sea days.
As far as location goes, you just have to decide what's going to work best for you. We've had some really excellent staterooms and some really bad ones, but they never made or broke the cruise for us.
Okay, let's jump in with those interior staterooms, the inside cabins. And I'll start with the pros. They're gonna be the cheapest. If you are cruising on a budget, this is definitely gonna be the way to go.
They provide a dark, quiet environment for sleeping. The last cruise we were on, we had an inside stateroom, and it was so incredibly quiet and dark. It was some of the best cruise ship sleep I think I've gotten.
Okay, we also have to talk about the cons, of course. There's no windows. There's no looking out at the sea at the incredible views. You can't check the weather, but they're all gonna come with a TV, and most cruise lines have a view from the bridge or somewhere on the ship that you can see what it's doing outside without actually having to go outside.
I personally can't imagine staying in an interior stateroom, at least a standard interior stateroom, with more than 2 people. For us, it was fine. Any more than that, I think it would get a little bit claustrophobic.
So who are inside staterooms for? It's going to be cruisers that don't spend a ton of time in their rooms. Why splurge if you're going to use it solely for sleeping and showering?
And of course, cruisers on a budget. Who among us aren't in this economy? If you only have a certain amount that you can spend and you want to save some of that for nice excursions, maybe some onboard activities, some drinks, go ahead and do that. Book yourself an internal stateroom, save a little bit on the room, spend your money elsewhere.
Or spend a little less on those things and move up to an Oceanview stateroom.
Yes, we've done quite a few sailings at this point now in an Oceanview stateroom, and they have always been real winners. They're gonna bridge that gap price-wise between your interior stateroom and your balcony. You can usually find them reasonably priced.
I've seen them that they've been cheaper than an inside stateroom. just because of the way the bookings have worked for that particular sailing.
I have also seen that. It's true.
It's weird. And another pro for those Oceanview staterooms is that you can see the outside. You're gonna get that natural light in through your window. You can see the weather, you can see the sea conditions, you can see your port. It's gonna make it all feel a little bit less claustrophobic.
Also, because they're typically just a little bit bigger than those interior staterooms, which gives you more room for you and your stuff.
But keep in mind that you can't open those windows, so you're not gonna be able to get any fresh air like you would with a balcony. And sometimes, you know, the curtain system isn't going to perfectly block out the light, so you're not going to get those blackout sleeping conditions like you do in the inside staterooms.
And sometimes, if we're being honest, the views aren't even that great.
Yeah.
When you're booking these rooms, oftentimes you'll see partially obstructed ocean view as an option, and then ocean view. And those partially obstructed ocean views might have you staring at a lifeboat. They're usually cheaper, but not a particularly great view. Also, a lot of times the ocean view staterooms are lower on the ship compared to balconies, so you may experience more vibration.
Overall, I think the Oceanview staterooms are perfect for cruisers who still maybe want to save a little bit of money, but are maybe fearful of that claustrophobia they might get in an inside room. And if you're on a scenic sailing and you want to be able to see the outside, if you can't afford the balcony, at least you have that window.
But I think what most people are going to tell you is get the balcony cabin. They allow for private scenic viewing and fresh air whenever you want it. They're great for port arrivals and departures, watching your ship sail into port or pull up next to another massive ship. That's always fun to watch. And they're perfect for more scenic itineraries like Alaska or Iceland, where we're headed later this year. And they allow you to get that scenery and take in those views without having to find a crowded spot on deck somewhere. Watching cruise ship dock runners like minutes before debarkation from our balcony is one of our favorite cruise ship pastimes.
And of course, these rooms are usually a little bit bigger. Having that outdoor space makes the room itself feel a lot less cramped somehow.
But you're gonna pay for those pros. Balcony staterooms often cost hundreds of dollars more compared to interior staterooms. If you're on a short sailing or an itinerary heavy sailing, consider whether or not you're actually going to be able to reap the benefits of that balcony to make it worth it for you.
And I've found that sometimes those balcony rooms can be the noisiest. If you're out on the balcony, you're gonna hear the people all around you, and sometimes the other people on the balcony are able to kind of peer into your area, your private space.
Semi-private.
Semi-private.
There's gaps in the privacy walls.
Yeah.
So, is a balcony worth it? For us, yes, but it depends. Usually they're great for longer cruises, 5+ days, especially ones that are particularly scenic, where you're going to be sailing past some really incredible vistas that you want to take in without having to fight for a spot on the upper decks to do it.
They're also great for cruisers who really value having a private, quiet space outdoors to relax in. And it may be beneficial for guests with mobility issues. Those rooms are going to be a little bit bigger, and they can have that outdoor space without having to fight the crowds.
And I'm not sure that we would sail in anything less than a balcony if we have our son with us. He's still pretty young and takes naps. We can take him back to the stateroom, send him down for his nap, and we can go out onto the balcony and still enjoy some peace and quiet together. And when he wasn't napping and we were all in the stateroom together, he loved being able to step out onto the balcony and look out at the ocean or when we're near other ships. If you're sailing with a family, young kids, a balcony might be the best option for you.
Oh, for sure. I think it's definitely a necessity.
But I think that pretty much rounds up the discussion on basic cruise ship stateroom categories for today. Now, like we said when we started, there are other stateroom categories that are more exquisite. They offer more perks. There's a lot more going on. That's just not how we typically cruise, so we're not going to talk about it here today. If you are interested in that kind of thing, go out there into the YouTube ethers. There are plenty of other creators making content about it.
For us, we're going to enjoy any type of cruise room we're in because we're not at home working, cooking, cleaning.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If you're a new cruiser, a first-time cruiser, anything in that realm, we hope that this video has helped you to compare the pros and cons of each stateroom category. And if you're a veteran cruiser, thanks for hanging out.
And if you're not, make sure you are subscribed. We put out new videos every Sunday. We have more vlogs coming later on this summer that you're not going to want to miss. Plus, share this video with your traveling companions to finally convince him to just book that balcony room.
But until the next adventure, that's all from this happy place.
Now, go find yours. Bye.
Oh, what? Yikes.
I'm not sure.
I'm trying, dog.
Scooch.
You want to hold hands like we care about each other?
No.
Yuck.
Gross.
Hi, friends.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Jake. Hey, you write the script, I'll read it, okay?
You're not reading it. Overall, I think these staterooms would be perfect for cruisers that is doing something.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
We're good.
We're good.
We're doing
We did
it.
things.
We did it.
Yeah.
Bye.